My name is Rachel Bernard, and I got my PhD in US history from Berkeley in 2012. And I'm currently a program officer in the offices of fellowships and public programs at the American Council of Learned Societies, ACLS. One day I might be doing really kind of detailed analysis of a fellowship program and looking at the data about applicants and really manipulating spreadsheets and doing that kind of thing in Excel. Another day I'll be leading a selection committee panel. So for all of our fellowship programs, the final round of review, we bring a group of scholars into our offices in New York and conduct an in-person selection committee panel. So there I'm spending the entire day facilitating a panel of scholars, which is, again, just a totally different kind of activity from the kind of in-depth Excel analysis. And then another day I might be in a meeting with colleagues talking about some big problem or issue in the humanities that we're trying to tackle and putting our heads together and brainstorming to figure out how we can devise a fellowship program to meet whatever those needs are, and then collaboratively write and edit grant applications. I'm not so much using, what my dissertation was on and what archives I was working in are not so relevant, but having those research skills and understanding what research is to be able to read and understand these fellowship applications that are in disciplines across the humanities and related social sciences has been really important. And just understanding the academic landscape from both a research and scholarly level to an institutional level of the higher education of universities and colleges, then to an even broader level of understanding the disciplinary societies like the MLA and the AHA. Kind of understanding how things operate on all of those levels is really relevant for the different aspects of my work. And then in terms of the skills that I use, I find myself using research and writing and all kinds of communication skills. I find that I write differently, so that the kind of grant writing and reporting that we do is different from how I wrote my dissertation, say. But the skills that I learned in graduate school of thinking about audience when I'm writing have been really relevant. And then I even find that I use some of the teaching skills that I developed as a graduate student when, for example, I'm facilitating selection committee panels, even though I'm certainly not teaching this group of scholars, eminent scholars who are coming to our offices for the selection committee panels, but I am using having the classroom presence and the communicating in front of a group like that, and sort of marshaling a group like that toward an end goal of actually selecting the fellows for the fellowship competitions. Assessment is a really big key word in this area. So thinking about, first of all, learning what that is, what assessment is, and just any experience where you're assessing programs from both qualitatively and quantitatively assessing them. So any experience that you can get, whether it's in graduate school, if you're organizing a conference or on a committee, looking at who attended that conference and assessing, planning a budget and how, after the conference is over, thinking about, how successful was it and producing reports or presenting the results of it. Those are the kinds of things, that kind of experience and the skills you use in that kind of analysis is really important in these kinds of positions, these program officer positions.